Try harder, they chase more. They think, oh, she's just being shy. Isn't it frustrating when you don't know if she's into you? You try to decode her texts, rewind your conversations, reanalyze every laugh, every emoji, every maybe she gave you. It's like chasing smoke, always there but never in your grasp. At what point do you Stopan realize your pursuit might just be wild goose chase? That's exactly why you need to watch this video till thievery end, because I'm about to hand youth truth most men avoid. We're breaking down 10 clear psychological signs she's not into you. Not the maybe signs, not mixed signals, the cold, hard indicators that she's just not feeling it, no matter how much you want her to, because let's be real, so many good men lost weeks, months, even years investing time, money, and emotions into a woman who had no real interest from the beginning. And sometimes it's not that she's evil. She's not trying to ruin you, but she did try to hint. Shell of clues. Maybe she hoped you'd get message without her having to break your heart. So, if you're stuck analyzing old messages, trying to find reasons to keep chasing, pause, breathe. Because this video may just give you the clarity you've been avoiding. Let's begin. Sign number 1. She doesn't reply to your messages. Let's get the obvious own out of the way. Yes, life is busy. Yes, we all have moments when we miss a message. But if she's consistently taking hours or even days to respond, her replies feel dry, rushed, or obligatory. That's not busyness. That's avoidance. We sleep with our phones right next to us. We check them 96 times a day on average. So, if she wants to talk to you, she will, period, even if she replies eventually and says things like, sorry, I've been really busy lately. Just saw this message. I've had a lot going on. She's not being honest with you. She's being polite. Because he is. The harsh truth. When someone wants to talk to you, they make time, even in chaos. When someone doesn't, excuses are infinite. So, save your self-respect. Don't wait for a reply that's not coming. Don't keep trying to prove your worth to a man who isn't checking for you. This isn't about ego. It's about emotional boundaries. Sign number 2, one-word replies. She's letting you lift the whole conversation. Let me ask you this. Are your fingers shirting from carrying the entire conversation? Are you constantly trying to think of something interesting to suggest to get her to respond with LOL? Yeah, cool. Here's the thing. Girls love to talk, especially when they're interested. If she's into you, she finds ways to keep the exchange going. She asks you questions. She build on your stories. She flirt, tease, joke, or eventually ends you just to feel emotionalized. But if you're doing all few work and she's barely replying, that's not her being shy. That's her buying designed. A woman who wants you will show interest. One-word replies are her subtle way of saying, I'm here because I feel bad ignoring you, but I'm not into this. And you need to recognize it for what it is, a red flag. Because you deserve conversations that flow, not ones you have to force. Sign number 3. She constantly flakes and plans. Now, let's talk about one of the most soul-crushing signs because it messes with your hope the most. You finally ask her out, she agrees. Your heart skips, you start planning the night in your head. And then hours before she cancels, something came up. I'm feeling tired. My friend just had an emergency. Now, don't get me wrong, emergency happen. Life happens, but here's the difference. If it happens once, fine. If it happens twice, all right, maybe? But if it happens repeatedly, that's not life. That's her avoiding you without having to say the words. And what's worse, she may even agree to reschedule, but when the day comes, it never happens. She either ghosts, becomes indecisive, or goes radio silent again. This isn't confusion. It's not mixed signals, it's a soft rejection. She doesn't want to be rude, but she also doesn't want to go out with you. So she keeps dangling the maybe, hoping you'll get tired and give up. Don't take it personally. But do take it seriously because a woman who genuinely likes you will move mountains. To see how, not cancel plans because the wind changed direction. So be honest with yourself. Is she consistently flaking? If so, respect yourself enough to bow out before you become a recurring option on her list. Sign number 4, you've become her substitute person. This one cuts deep because on the surface it feels like you matter to her. She texts you, she calls you last minute, sometimes she even vents to you. but there's the painful truth. You're not her priority. You're her placeholder. You're the guy she calls when she's bored and lonely. Her original plans got canceled. She wants validation without emotional investment. It's like Yuri on her emotional bench. Not the first pick, but someone to fill the gap when she needs attention or comfort. She doesn't see your value. She sees your availability, and it's so easy to confuse this with affection. She's texting you after all. She's reaching out, right? But look deeper. When does she reach out? Is it always late at night? Is it only when she's upset or stressed? Does she disappear once she feels better? If you're constantly being used as her emotional crutch, but she vanishes when you need her, she's no tento you. She just knows you're a reliable backup. And here's the hard part. She may not even be doing it maliciously. She may not realize it herself, but you do. So, if she only shows up when it's convenient for her but never commits to anything meaningful, walk away. Because you rented a therapist, you're not a stand-in boyfriend. You're a man who deserves reciprocated energy, not conditional attention. Retain. This thought, affection isn't shown when she needs you. It's shown when she chooses you. Sign number 5. She calls you a friend and means it. This one hurts the most. You're talking to her regularly. You're investing your time, your emotional energy. You're hoping for something deeper, and then she says it. You're as like a good friend. Or worse, you're like a brother to me. Ouch, if she US phrases. Like bro, dude, buddy, or mate, she's categorizing you and it's not romantic. And don't be fooled when she says it with a smile or a gentle tone. It's not affection. It's a verbal boundary. Because women are strategic with words. When they like you romantically, they won't risk labeling you as just a friend. But when they're not into you, they'll do it early and often, just to be clear without bankroll. She may even introduce you to theirs that way. This is my friend James. He's just a friend from work. And when she emphasizes the word friend, that's sure. Predefining the relationship, here's truth. If she was into you, she wouldn't feel the need to constantly clarify your friend's status. She'd keep it open, ambiguous, flirty. But when she locks you in the friend zone with those words, she's closing the door without confrontation. So take her at her word. Don't hang around waiting for her to change her mind because you're not her emotional project. You're not her safe little friend. You're a man who deserves mutual attraction, not pity closeness. Sign number 6, she doesn't want you too close. This isn't just physical distance, it's energetic repulsion. When a woman likes you, her body naturally leans in. Her feet point toward you. Her shoulders are open. She mirrors your posture. She wants to be closer. But when she's not into you, she maintains a safe buffer zone. And every time you try to close that gap, she shifts, leans back, or turns away. Watch her body language closely. Does she pull her arm away when you accidentally brush against her? Does she avoid sitting next to you even when there's space? Does she angle her torso away from you in conversation? These are all subconscious indicators of disinterest and discomfort. And it's not about her being cold. It's about her being protective of her space. Now here's the key distinction. If a woman is shy or nervous, she may appear a little closed off, but there's still a flicker of attraction beneath the surface. She blush, she fidget, she sneak glances. But if she's just attuned to you, her body language will be consistently closed and distant. No touch, no lean-ins, no eye sparkle, just a polite wall between you and her vulnerability. And here's the painful part. Even if your words are perfect, even if your energy is kind, if she's not feeling the chemistry, her body will say it louder than her mouth ever could. So don't ignore the physical cues. Because no matter how smooth your conversation is, if her body pulls away while her mouth makes excuses, her heart isn't in it. Truth check. When someone wants you close, they don't hide it. And when they don't need to say it. They just step back. Sign number 7. When you're hot, she turns cold. This is one of the most confusing and frustrating things for men. You compliment her. You'll flirt a little. You make a move that shows confidence and intent. And instead of leaning in, she backs off. She becomes vague, deflective, awkward, cold. Here's what's happening. A woman who's not into you doesn't want to reject you outright because that feels cruel. So instead, she withdraws warmth and hopes you'll get the message. You'll say, "Hey, you look beautiful today." She reply with, "Ah, thanks, you're funny," and immediately change the subject. You'll say, "Let's grab coffee this weekend." She go, "Maybe I'll see if I'm free," but maybe turns into never. Women are experts at this emotional soft rejection. It's not because they're manipulative. It's because they don't want to crush your ego. So instead of saying, "I'm not attracted to you," they just act lukewarm, hoping you'll slowly lose interest. But here's where most men fall into the trap. They double down, they want me to prove myself. But no, my friend, if she wanted you, she wouldn't run from your warmth. In fact, attraction makes women act warmer, not colder. She would engage, flirt back, escalate playfully, and match your vibe. So if your confident energy makes her retreat, she's not being mysterious. She's showing you her truth, sign Mercury. She never initiates contact. Let's break one of the most toxic dating myths out there. If she doesn't text me first, it's just because she wants me to chase her. No, she doesn't initiate because she's not interested. Women today are not bound by ancient courting rules. They text first. They shoot their shot, they send memes, ask questions, make plans when they like a guy. So if you're always the one texting, always one checking in, always the one initiating hangouts, conversations, or compliments, then stop for a moment and ask yourself, what happens if I don't message her first? Does she reach out after a few hours, a day, a week, or do you just disappear from her radar? This is your litmus test. Because when a woman is into you, she finds a way to stay in your life. Even if she's busy, even if she's shy, even if she's not super expressive, she give you a signal, she respond quickly. She'll pick up the thread, she say, "Sorry, I was slammed today. How are you?" But if you feel like you're texting into a void or carrying the entire conversation your back, that's not attraction, that's emotional labor. And it means you are chasing someone who's already walked away emotionally. Don't confuse violence with mystery, and don't confuse the one-sided effort with the thrill of the chase. This isn't romance, it's rejection in slow motion. Bottom line, if she cared, she'd show it. And if she doesn't show it, it's not your job to convince her to start. Sign number 9, she cuts eye contact when she sees you. Now, this one might seem small, but it speaks volumes. And it's not about buying it's about avoidance. You walk into the room, she's there, you make eye contact or try to, and what does she do? She instantly looks away, or even worse, she gets up and moves. She starts scrolling. On her phone, she suddenly becomes busy. This is primal. You see, when a woman is into you, she can't help but hold your gaze, even if it's just for a second. Eye contact is one of the deepest forms of nonverbal connection. It builds tension, chemistry, and intimacy. So, when she avoids it, she's not playing hard to get. She's uncomfortable with your presence. And here's the brutal truth. People don't avoid what they're attracted to. They avoid what they want to distance themselves from. So, if she used to light up when she saw you, but now looks away the moment you appear, that change in behavior says everything. Even if she's smiling, even if she's polite, even if she says, "Hi," the body never lies. And a woman who avoids eye contact is trying to send a message without saying it out loud. Please don't read into this. I'm not interested. Respect that because you deserve someone who locks eyes with you and smiles like she means it. Sign doer 10. She just doesn't care about you. Now this one hurts the most, but it's also the most freeing if you let it be. You try to share your thoughts. You open up about something personal. You hint at your struggles, your goals, your day, and she just doesn't engage. She gives half replies. She doesn't ask follow-up questions. She changes the subject ornaments without listening. It's as if you're talking to a brick wall in makeup. Now, here's the thing. When a woman likes you, she becomes curious. Curious about your thoughts, your life, your energy, your pain. She wants to know what excites you, what scares you, what drives you. But when a woman doesn't like you, she doesn't invest. Not emotionally, not mentally, not even conversationally. It's not even rejection at this point. It's indifference. And that's the coldest sign of all because a woman who doesn't care about you won't ask how your day went. Remember small things you told her? Notice your energy shift or check in when you disappear, and here's the dangerous trap. Most guys interpret this indifference as a challenge. She's testing me. She's playing hard to get. She's just guarded. No, she's just not emotionally invested. Your Apples holder, a source of momentary validation, a backup option for when she's bored or lonely. It's not your foe, but it is your responsibility to walk away. Because there's a woman out there who will light up when she hears your voice, who will listen without distractions, who will care deeply, not because you begged for it, but because she sees your value clearly. Realizing that she's not into you, it sucks. It stings. It feels like rejection, like failure, like you're not enough, but there's the mindset shift. Rejection isn't a reflection of your worth, it's a redirection. It's life steering you away from someone who doesn't see your value. So you can make space for the one who does. And let's be real, you can't force a connection. You can't convince Semioneto to be attracted to you. You can't negotiate your way into someone's heart. What you can do is recognize the signs, take your dignity with you, and rise higher, because the second you stop chasing those who don't care, you make yourself available to those who truly do. If this video gave you the clarity you needed, drop a comment below. Which of these signs hit hardest for you, and what are you going to do about it? If you're done playing games, if you're ready to be the man women chase instead of the one chasing, grab a copy of Attraction Secrets. It's my Nob's blueprint for building raw magnetic crescents without being fake, flashy, or desperate. Link in the description. Subscribe for more brutally honest psychology, dating truths, and confidence mastery every week. This is Dark Psychology. I'm Amelia, and I'll see you in the next one.